Jay's definitely.
Jay helped you?
Yeah.
How did he
As a
help you?
competitor.
Explain it.
Yeah, because he never was someone that you communicate with that you're like friends with the person. But I always respected him because he was never an actual competitor in actual fact. He was someone who was a competitor to perception.
JayZ is setting Diddy up.
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z.
And B was, one time she jumped off of the ledge, came running over because she thought me and Jay had issues, and I was like, what the? And I was like, did she really just jump down and run over here like that?
Beyonce jumped off a ledge.
Yeah, what happened? It was in the Cosmopolitan, huh?
She really a superhero.
She jumped down and no, she was like, this what? Like that Bonnie and Clyde for real? You try this or what, boy? I'm here.
Word.
She sound like at me. She looked, I said,
Was Solange with her?
She looked.
A new storm is brewing, bringing together old rumors, recent controversies, and long-forgotten claims. At the center is 50 Cent, a man who has spent decades challenging untouchable power in the entertainment world. This time, the focus is bigger. According to his latest comments, the story isn't just about one mogul. It now touches some of pop culture's biggest names, including Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Oprah Winfrey. These icons have long been subjects of speculation, but rarely addressed directly. The tension rose when 50 hinted that he has new, unseen material connected to the same elite network recently under public scrutiny, suggesting his recent documentary was only the beginning. Then came the words that set social media on fire. You're next. Fans immediately linked this to Jay-Z and Beyoncé, questioning the timing and intent, especially considering past ties within powerful inner circles. As discussions reignited, attention shifted to how closely these figures have been connected over the years through business, shared spaces, and overlapping influence, sparking debate over whether long-protected relationships are finally being exposed as old material and unanswered questions resurface.
Private conversations, and that he and Diddy could talk openly, and Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and tried to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, you are screwing this up, you are messing up this case, we're losing. And knowing that that's on tape, and it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on. And the really enraging part about it is that Mark Agnifilo won this case for Diddy with legal strategy. It wasn't just an accident that this jury that had heard all of this in the news before the trial voted not guilty on all the serious charges. It was Mark Agnifilo that did that. Yet Diddy secretly records this guy and embarrasses him. And yeah, you could say, well, Diddy never expected that it would end up being broadcast somewhere else. Well, okay, but Diddy was planning on using it, or he wouldn't have had it recorded in the first place. So it's just really, really unfair. And I know that in a way this sounds crazy, that I'm getting so upset about Diddy, and yet there's video of Diddy beating Cassie. Well, that's horrendous, but that doesn't mean you can't look at something else as well. And I just think, as a lawyer, I just think this is just so outrageous that he would do something like this, and not even understanding what Agnifilo's legal theory was. Because I will tell you that when we did our first documentary on Diddy, which was 8 months before the trial, Mark Agnifilo said to me on camera that he is going to tell this jury that this was a successful black man that prosecutors were trying to take down because they couldn't get into his bank accounts because they were clean, and he couldn't deal with they couldn't deal with taxes because he wasn't committing tax fraud. So they go into his bedroom. And that's what Mark Agnifilo said 8 months before. And he goes into the trial and he essentially wins that argument. Whether you believe it or not, a jury that sat through the whole thing, they believed it. And ultimately they convicted him on this BS Mann Act thing. So Diddy won that case. And one of the reasons he won the case is something that Agnifilo got criticized for. That when he did the documentary with me, he was making a joke about the baby oil. Remember, he said, oh, well, you know, I didn't know he bought in bulk. He must have bought 1,000 bottles at Costco. And a lot of people just slammed him for that and said, how dare you? You're being disrespectful. The baby oil is the smoking gun in this case. Agnifilo knew all along that the baby oil was Diddy's best defense, because when Agnifilo got before that jury in closing arguments, he looked at them and he said, well, the feds came in with their armor and artillery and guns. And what did they do? They got 1,000 bottles of baby oil off the streets. Ooh, he said, the streets are safer now. And the jury laughed. And that laugh told Agnifilo he should keep going on that. And that the trial itself was absurd.
Fans also recalled 50 Cent previously accusing Jay-Z of quietly protecting powerful entertainment circles, supporting his long-standing claim that elite figures cover for each other behind closed doors. This time, the tension feels stronger because 50 has already shown he's willing to put everything on record, having released a widely watched documentary that brought private matters into public view. So when he said, "You're next," people took notice. To understand the weight of that warning, you have to look at their history, which goes back to the early 2000s. From the start, it was competitive, marked by industry clashes, public lyrical battles, and personal rivalry. Jay-Z became a quiet power broker, growing influence through brands, partnerships, and elite networks. 50 Cent, on the other hand, became a vocal disruptor, building his empire through media, business, and bold confrontation. They represent opposite approaches to power. One works through silence, the other through pressure. And that contrast is exactly why when 50 speaks out, both the industry and the public stop to listen.
Seems like 50 Cent has set his sights on someone new after the Diddy Netflix documentary. If you aren't aware, 50 Cent has been getting insane feedback from the Netflix documentary he made on Diddy. Sean Combs' The Reckoning is what it's called, and it's #1 all over Netflix, beating even Stranger Things. Diddy himself has responded to it, saying the stories are false, of course, denying everything, and even trying to do a cease and desist on the Netflix documentary. And after this Diddy documentary, a lot of people have been wondering who's the next person that deserves to get exposed. And Jay-Z is the one that a lot of people are pointing their finger at. And the reason why Jay-Z has been getting a lot of this type of backlash is because Jay-Z was really close to Diddy. At one point, Diddy was even calling him his brother, and that Jay-Z's the only one that can call him his real name, Sean. That maybe there's something on Jay-Z's side that has been going on behind the scenes. Now, there hasn't been any solid proof yet, but Nicki Minaj has been going at Jay-Z for quite some time, talking about Jay-Z is manipulative and he steals, and he's been pushing a narrative, and that Roc Nation has control and power over a lot of things. And I can kind of understand where she's coming from to a certain extent. We got to remember when Jay-Z went up on the Grammy stage and said Beyonce never won Album of the Year and complained about that, literally the following year, Beyonce wins Album of the Year. Which is just something like, if that doesn't show you that there is some power going on there, that there is something behind the scenes that Jay-Z controls, it's clear as day that it's all politics on who wins Grammys, you know, who gets the better light and things. So that kind of opened my eyes, you know, as to Roc Nation's power and how they manipulate things in the media. I'll never forget, Jay-Z would get this like special treatment all the time when it comes to the media. I mean, Hot 97, when they interviewed Jay-Z, they literally rolled out a red carpet. They never did that for any other artist. So Jay-Z's always had this kind of special treatment when it came to things. But now the question is Jay-Z involved in crazier things? I mean, there's been a lot of speculation in a lot of different ways, and people are pointing their attention towards 50 Cent wanting him to do a Jay-Z documentary. And it looks like he might actually do it, because on Instagram, he posted a drawing of Jay-Z that kind of makes fun of his looks. And he posted that photo and he said this in the caption: "Please stop sending me stuff like this. I'm not going to post it." Basically making a joke, because obviously he posted it on his social media. But, and here's the interesting but in this, is someone commented on the post and the comment got liked by 50 Cent. And this is the comment. It's from Dom KMDA. I hope I pronounced that right. Dom Kanada. He commented saying, "My only question, he's next, isn't he?" And 50 ended up liking that comment. And here's the thing. I actually saw this on Twitter and X, whatever, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to confirm, is this real? Because a lot of people Photoshop these type of things just to create drama and create this speculation. So I actually DM'd the guy himself and I showed him the photo and I asked him, "Hey, is this a real photo? Did 50 like your comment?" He said, "Hey, yes, he did." And I was like, perfect. Thank you for confirming. Thought it was Photoshopped. Well, appreciate the response. And he said, "I was surprised as well. Didn't see that coming." So shout out to him for, responding to my DM and confirming that, the comment actually got liked by 50, because, a lot of people Photoshop and spread narratives. So me being the proper journalist, whatever you want to call me, news reporter, I, wanted to go get to the source and see if it was actually real. There's also something that's very interesting that went over a lot of people's heads, and that's the documentary coming out on December 2nd. That Diddy documentary coming out on that date. Literally 2 days later, you have Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th, which to me sends a subliminal message to Jay-Z that you're next. So that's crazy. That just, to me, shows that 50 is potentially gonna work on something going at Jay-Z, and he might get Nicki Minaj involved, because Nicki Minaj has a huge issue with Jay-Z with a lot of things, and I don't even know the full details of that, because she's gone at Jay-Z.
Over the years, Jay-Z has moved within circles of immense influence, connecting with major figures in entertainment, media, and business. Whenever 50 Cent sensed something being quietly hidden, he responded with sarcasm, coded posts, or sharp commentary, but never a direct warning until now. This moment feels different because, for the first time, 50 has hinted that he holds material that could directly affect the Carters, and fans know he doesn't make claims lightly. When he says he has evidence, it usually shows up. That alone pushed Jay-Z and Beyoncé into the center of heated online debate, which soon expanded to include Oprah Winfrey, leaving many wondering how she became part of the conversation. The connection traces back to renewed public criticism of Oprah and 50's long-standing skepticism of how she uses her influence. He has accused her of applying pressure unevenly, choosing selective narratives during major cultural moments, questioning her past media priorities, contrasting her investigative focus with her associations, and openly expressing frustration over being excluded from her platform. This history adds another layer to why her name is resurfacing alongside some of the industry's most powerful figures as scrutiny grows louder.
Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, "Well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it?" All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, "Yo, I support him," because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff, But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there and denounce what he did.
The story goes even deeper as old criticism of Oprah Winfrey resurfaces alongside renewed industry debate. Over the years, several prominent Black entertainers have publicly shared concerns about how they were treated in high-profile interviews or business situations, saying they felt misrepresented, misunderstood, or undervalued. 50 Cent has openly supported many of these perspectives. Past controversies connected to Oprah's international initiatives have also been revisited. Even though investigations and clarifications have taken place over time, some questions still linger in the public's mind. While extreme online theories have mostly been dismissed, the ongoing debate continues to shape perception. With 50 already challenging one powerful figure through a global documentary, fans speculate that other influential names could face similar scrutiny, especially after his hint that future revelations may involve unexpected people. In entertainment, influence rarely works in isolation. The careers of Oprah, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy have repeatedly crossed through interviews, events, philanthropy, and public praise, showing how closely connected elite networks are and why they are now under increasing scrutiny.
Beyonce didn't want to speak and does not speak to Brandy. And the truth of the matter is that she go back there with Monica and Kelly and there go Patti LaBelle and then there goes Solange. All right. And there's a reason why Solange is around as well, because if you guys don't know, for a while, Solange and Beyonce actually were not on speaking terms, but they're back talking now. They're back cool. And basically Solange is around to keep Beyonce spiritually protected. Solange is the spiritual protector of that family. Don't get it twisted. Mama Tina is powerful. Solange is the most powerful list. You better ask some damn body. All right. Now, the reason why Beyonce ain't came to speak to Brandy, baby, is because Beyonce does not talk to anyone who used to sleep with Jay-Z. Okay. Whether you guys know it or not, and I have to say allegedly, right? Jay-Z and Brandy used to talk back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like late 90s type stuff, right? Brandy always kept Jay-Z on the low back in the day because, quite honestly, he was too ugly to be out in public with. I'm just keeping it real. To claim him publicly, he was too ugly back in the day. Now, when you try to search up pictures of Jay-Z and Brandy, you will find... Hold up, let me see. Hold up. Let me see, because I thought I had a picture of them two. Brandy and Jay-Z. Now this would have been from let's see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Brandy and Jay-Z. Okay, there we go. Now this picture of them was in 2002. All right, and this was I think was at one of her album release parties, if I'm not mistaken. This was a year after Moesha rapped, because Moesha went off air in 2001. Yes, he was dealing with Beyonce at the time as well, and Blue Cantrell. He was, let me tell you, Jay-Z was laying it low and spreading it wide. Jay-Z was one of those dudes in the industry that, you know, you messed around with. He piped you down, but before he was really him, you did not claim him publicly because he was just simply too ugly. It was what it was. But Jay-Z was in love with Brandy then. He's not in love with her now, but he still has love and feelings towards her. He's one of those people that feels like once he done had you and once he done loved you, he always feels like he has like possession over you. Jay-Z is one of those kind of men, baby. I don't know if they told you. Jay-Z is extremely jealous, extremely controlling, and extremely possessive. That's another reason why. Hold up. Where'd the picture go? Wait a minute. Where'd the picture go? That's another reason why Beyonce up here. Wait. Anyway, y'all get the point. That's another reason why Beyonce, over the years, a lot of the music that she's made, it's always been with him. A lot of the remixes, it's always been with him or somebody that he approves of her to work with, okay? Jay-Z was so damn controlling, he didn't even want her father, talking about Matthew Knowles now, he didn't want her father managing her anymore, and he stepped in. And if y'all notice, when Jay-Z stepped in as Beyonce's manager, the music changed, everything changed, and the money started to get effed up. But that's another story for another day. We're not getting on that right now. We sticking with Brandy and Jay-Z right now. So they started messing around on the low in the 90s. Even to the early 2000s, they were still messing around. I'm not exactly sure which year the relationship officially ended, but just know that Jay-Z was just basically good for, that was what he gave. He gave big, I don't know no other way to put it, but he was like, for the ladies that's watching, you know, like if you ever dealt with like a tall, ugly with big pipe, you went to him to get piped down, but you would not like ever like claim him like that because he was just super ugly. He was what it was. And before he really blew up, didn't nobody want to be seen with him like that. It is what it is. And quite frankly, Jay-Z dated a lot of your favorite female stars from back in the day.
Diddy and Jay-Z have also shared a long-standing professional relationship, working on music together, appearing at high-profile events, and moving in the same elite luxury circles. This has fueled the idea that these top-tier networks exchange influence, access, and information behind the scenes. This is exactly the kind of closely connected network that 50 Cent suggests is now under pressure. Public comments from Ray J added more fuel, claiming that prominent figures linked to Diddy are growing uneasy about what might be revealed next. He hinted that well-known names were quietly putting distance between themselves, which sparked more online discussion. In these conversations, Jay-Z and Beyoncé aren't necessarily accused of anything, but they're seen as central figures in the same environments, award shows, exclusive events, investment rooms, and the inner layers of Hollywood power. Their visibility in these spaces keeps them part of the discussion and reinforces the idea that when scrutiny hits one part of the elite, the ripple is felt throughout the entire circle.
Signed his contract. The big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now. He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. At the same time, he got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures with him like, he thinks the cop.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't sing.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it's like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Yeah. Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation prayer. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a lot.
That was a real suburb question.
I know, right?
Proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I learned that.
Do you think he knew all of the shit that was going on? Then I was like
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
like I said,
no matter how you answer that, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a narc kind of.
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people. If there's one thing I know, it's how to get a black guy in trouble.
Here's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Leshimendua.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Because I know Branson. That's the one I pronounce.
That's the Branson lifestyle. You're gonna be outside.
Biff, you're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got to in my past.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the...
This is why 50 Cent's warning carries real weight. It's not just idle talk. It's based on visible connections that tie together past controversies, public silence, and carefully managed images into one fragile power structure. In his view, Hollywood's elite no longer inspires fear, and he's making it clear that he plans to challenge them directly. The impact of the recent documentary didn't stop with one person. It sent shockwaves through anyone connected to that circle: artists, executives, and public figures beyond entertainment. Once 50 hinted at more projects, the reaction was immediate. Legal teams revisiting old matters, PR strategies shifting overnight, appearances canceled, and digital traces quietly erased. None of this proves wrongdoing, but it fueled public curiosity as sudden silence and distance raised questions of their own. The film exposed a long pattern of troubling behavior that many now admit they sensed but ignored. And that leaves one unavoidable question echoing louder than ever: who saw the signs, and who chose not to act?
The Reckoning, the 50 Cent Diddy doc. First and foremost, we've been talking about this thing, Jack, for going on 2 years now. And once again, thank you for even being, I guess you could say, a beacon during this whole conversation, as far as kind of spreading light on a lot of things that go down in the industry that, you know, the normal person may not even see or hear about, that happens in the day-to-day. Did you really think 50 Cent, when he first mentioned it, that there was an actual documentary being worked on?
Well, see, this is the thing. I can believe that it was happening. At what purpose? See, and that's the thing. Like, my opinion about all of this stuff is so much different than your average person's, and my outlook is so much different than your average person's. Did I believe that it was possible? Absolutely. Why wouldn't he be able to do a documentary? Why wouldn't he be able to bring in Alexandria to come and put this together? Like, the woman who directed this, she doesn't even seem to have a background in hip hop at all.
That makes sense.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I mean, for crying out loud, Diddy sent him freak off videos.
True. Very true.
Interviews.
Very true.
About it.
Did you feel that just 50 Cent's name being attached to it again? These are two, as everyone knows, the three names in hip hop are Jay-Z, Diddy, 50 Cent, when it comes to the status of where you could get as a business or a brand.
I guess
so. So for the top three individuals, for one to go at the other and release this doc, I don't know, what does that say to again, I keep asking about the hip hop state of things. What does that say to hip hop? Like, are we our own downfall? I guess I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on what you consider hip hop. Like, I don't consider any of this debauchery, any of this animalistic crap. I don't consider any of this hip hop. I grew up in hip hop. You know, I know what hip hop culture is, and it's none of this stuff that people are selling.
I mean, when did it stop being hip hop? We're gonna go through the documentary itself, but when did it stop?
It stopped being hip hop when it became corporatized. It stopped being hip hop when certain groups of people saw that they could use it to influence the mass public. When people saw how influential hip hop was, it became very clear. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life, you know, the laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good. There lived a little boy, and he was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said: "Me and you, can we go make some cash, robbing old folks and making a dash?"
Come on.
Like, they did the job, and money came with ease, but one couldn't stop us like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a detective under.
Right now, the biggest question is what the unreleased footage actually shows. 50 Cent hasn't shared details, but public speculation suggests it's connected to the same elite Hollywood spaces highlighted in his recent documentary: private gatherings, behind-the-scenes moments, business settings, and conversations never meant to go public. Most people don't expect it to show Jay-Z or Beyonce doing anything illegal, but it could reveal what influential figures knew, witnessed, or chose to ignore in those circles. In the court of public opinion, knowledge can be as powerful as action. If the footage shows respected names noticing troubling patterns but staying silent, the reaction could be intense, especially as calls for accountability grow. The material could also show how tightly protected networks operated for years, how influence, loyalty, and silence helped shield reputations across the industry. That kind of exposure can be more unsettling than direct accusations. Once the full picture is visible, alliances weaken and narratives fall apart. This is why 50 Cent seems so confident about what's next. He understands the moment, knows attention is focused, and believes his next release could change how Hollywood power is seen.
A bunch of people in the studio, me and him got into it that night. And we started snapping and joking and talking to each other. When he said about Danity Kane, he said, they gonna keep on messing with me. Or he said the word effing with me. They gonna keep on effing with me, and I'm gonna when you hear people saying this, this is crazy. This is so crazy right now, because I heard him say it. But to know that he was doing it, it's a whole nother fucking thing. It's a whole nother fucking light right now, bro. He said it. I'ma drug them out and pimp them out to my they keep with me. And he was talking about Danity Kane as a group. He didn't single out any one of them. But to hear that he did it, that's just crazy to me. We had a big argument and we started talking about each other and what he had and what he didn't have. He was calling me, yo, you broke cop. This like, you ain't got nothing I ain't got. I got a watch, you got a watch. I got a ring, you got a ring, I got a chain, I got a home. We went through that whole like that. I start talking about his teeth. You understand? I start talking about, him, his breath, everything. We was going at each other. That next day at his house, he said, yo, Gene, he called me upstairs. And he said, yo, Gene, I couldn't talk to him like that no more in front of people and everything like that. Because I know me and Puff go back from the same gang since 89, 90 when he got jumped in it. You understand? We go back way to that time. So I knew him. You understand? He was like a little nephew. So when he started talking to him, I said, yo, listen here, bro. You don't say shit about me, I won't say shit about you. If you say something, you open up your mouth about me, I'm gonna talk about all your green dentures and all that like that. We're not playing them games, bro. You say, all right, Gene, cool. You understand? People don't understand, bro. The love and the power I had, not only in Harlem, Queens, I had dudes all over New York City, from the Bronx, everybody that had mad love for me because I looked out. You understand? I made sure, if people needed knowledge and information on certain things, they had a lot of people that was on parole that was in the music business. I used to save guys by letting them know their rights and what the people could and couldn't do to them. So I had a lot of genuine love from a lot of dudes. You don't be around a K-Slay for over 20-something years, a Chance Williams over 20-something years, and be some kind of sucker. and was right next to him, you know, doing all their functions, all their situations and everything like that, running security for them, making sure their people were safe in the whole 9 yards. You understand? I had my man Pete, you know, I had people calling me, yo, look out for Nate Dogg when he come in New York. Look out for Mac 10, look out for Exhibit, doing stuff like that, Good Brothers and everything like that. So what I'm trying to say to you is that, bro, is that to be at that type of status and be that type of person and do the things that I did, you understand? I had to have people who...
Social media blew up the moment 50 Cent suggested that Jay-Z and Beyoncé should stay alert, sparking strong and divided reactions. Some accused him of overstepping, while others said he was speaking what many had quietly believed for years. The discussion quickly grew into a broader critique of an entertainment industry long accused of protecting a small circle of ultra-powerful figures, often including Oprah, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Diddy, Tyler Perry, and others. Many see 50 as one of the few with the independence and reach to openly challenge that structure, which is why old stories are suddenly being re-examined with new significance. Accounts of exclusive gatherings, unspoken alliances, stalled careers after uncomfortable truths, underpaid or unheard creatives, and voices that were dismissed rather than supported are all being revisited. By connecting these scattered memories into a single narrative, 50 is fueling a larger conversation about influence, silence, and control, pushing the public to question how power has truly worked behind the scenes for decades.
Working on this documentary for almost 2 years, the footage he has is insane. The people he got speaking about Diddy is ridiculous. And on top of that, the only place he agrees to do the interview, Rob, if you can show this, he goes and interviews with ABC. And there's an Instagram post he put up, Rob. I don't know if you have that or not. If you go on his Instagram account, he goes and does the interview about Diddy's documentary on ABC. And they say the reason why he did it on ABC, it's that one right there, Rob, the one you had it on, is because ABC news station is one of only few stations they're allowed to watch in prison. With that smile. So he wants Diddy to know the...
Many believe the timing couldn't be better. A recent case is still unfolding, public attention is focused, and those who once felt unheard are now speaking up. Media outlets are finally questioning figures once seen as untouchable, giving 50 Cent the perfect moment to act. At this stage, whether Jay-Z or Beyoncé did anything wrong isn't the main issue. What matters is their role within a larger system. People are eager to understand, and when 50 says he has footage, audiences take him seriously. His warning has sparked a new chapter in the conversation about entertainment power, summed up in one message that echoed across the internet: "You're next." Even without naming names, fans immediately connected it to Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Oprah, figures linked through shared circles, long-standing influence, and decisions that critics have debated for years. With new material reportedly in his hands, 50 seems ready to reveal another layer of industry secrecy, a rare move in a world where most choose silence over risk. He has already shaken the system once, and now he's signaling a follow-up, making it clear that whether the revelations involve awareness, silence, or behind-the-scenes dynamics, the spotlight is brighter than ever and the stakes have never been higher.
Did he not pay the cameraman? He didn't even tell his own lawyers. Plus this latest from 50 Cent and Diddy's own mom. Boo, you gotta watch this one. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. As all of us around the world realize that the footage from the Netflix special, Diddy, The Reckoning, or The Reckoning, Sean Combs, that footage of Sean came out because he didn't pay the cameraman. Well, it gets even worse. It gets even worse. Backstabbed on camera, Netflix's Diddy documentary reveals mogul secretly taped his defense attorney during case meltdown. He did not tell Agnifilo. Now, I don't know how that works. Let's watch it, because in this moment, you can kind of see.
Fans are now asking if this could be the moment that changes public trust in some of entertainment's most powerful figures. Some wonder if the next documentary could affect careers, reputations, and long-standing partnerships, while others think it might finally answer years of questions or cause total disruption. One thing is clear, 50 Cent isn't finished. His warning wasn't casual or a joke, it was a clear statement of intent. As anticipation grows, the big question remains, when this new footage is finally revealed, will Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Oprah be ready for the public's reaction? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to stay updated on what comes next. And as always, stay sharp and stay alert.